to another baby me to who am the host and the most continue Star Trek Online Simon the Cat on YouTube. Last time I tried played on Twitter, I can use the camera, but with YouTube, on the PS5 camera, I can't use the camera on YouTube. Not online, but so I might see. Oh, examine. Let me see. Let me see. Small mission first. Oh. For now, I'm not going.
Your assistance in taking down the crystalline entity is most appreciated. I've been...
For now,
The entity is absorbing energy. Hold fire and maintain a safe distance. The crystalline entity has halted its energy absorption. Resume fire! The entity has resumed its energy absorption. Cease fire and fall back.
Alright,
The entity is no longer in its absorption phase. Final push.
bingo. That prevail. Yeah, well, I am. Let me more money. Here we go.
Your assistance in taking down the crystalline entity is most appreciated.
I'm doing it in a double to cut it.
Entity has halted its energy absorption. Resume fire! The entity has resumed its energy absorption. Cease fire and fall back. The crystalline...
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander. Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future? Use the test. Greetings, how...
Pink. What do I have?
The shuttle to Saturn will leave in 0830 hours.
What the name was? Where was Almost Oh. Okay. Let me try this again. Another mission. Here we go. Flew. Was. Come on, come on, come on. About time.
There's been a breakthrough in our efforts to learn more about the Terran Empire's operations in the Mirror Universe. Our intelligence forces would like you to be a part of the plan going forward. Report to our intel agent on Jupiter Station. They'll have more details for you there. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I have it. Okay.
Welcome to Jupiter Station. You'll pardon me if I dispense with the usual formalities, but the urgency of the situation demands it, I'm afraid. If you'll follow me, I can show you to the briefing room. Our partners in the operation... The briefing room isn't far.
Oh.
Ilia regained consciousness recently. We have her isolated for observation at the moment. Strangely, she's asked to speak with you. Quite urgently, I might add.
What the hell?
You've arrived. We can now begin. I am called Ilia. I am a part of Vija and speak on their behalf.
Well,
I am that which was Ilia, and more, evolved, a part of Vija. Vija sense the other, alike and yet different, a dark reflection. Where Vija once wished to merge with their creator, the other wishes to punish their creator for abandoning them to the void. Vija believes the other is being sought by those you know as Terrans. They believe the Terran leader wants to use the other for his own purposes, including conquest. Vija does not want this. I am here to help you prevent that from happening. Through Vija, I am able to move over great distances. The greater the distance, the more energy it requires, and the greater effect it has on me. When I was with Vija, we were very far from this universe. Traveling here came at great expense to me. The Emperor knows that I am a part of Vija, connected. Somehow, he was able to redirect that connection to the other. The Terrans injured me. Instinctively, I called out to Vija. Only my calls were not heard by them. It was the other who heard me. And it wants to know more. It searches for me now. A crude term, but applicable. I believe the Emperor wanted to use my connection to lure the other into a trap, but I do not know why. I will go to the other. I will communicate with them as I would with Vija. I will try to reason with them, to soothe their rage, and prevent them from falling victim to the Terrans. The other is powerful and angry. They may not listen. I can only hope that, in learning of Vija, they realize they are no longer alone. They may find hope. Do you have any more questions?
wait a minute, is this the white? Is that the white? Wait a minute. No. Yeah, that's not the right mission. Yeah, I'm gonna jump it. Yeah, not what I thought. It was a one mission. Not what I thought. It was the one mission. Where is it?
The shuttle to Saturn will leave in OK 30 hours.
Position Alpha. Repeat. Position Alpha.
You've done excellent work so far, so I want to expand the range of your mission profiles. There are trouble spots all over the galaxy. Good Starfleet captain never shies from engaging with trouble and trying to solve problems. Within the bounds of the Prime Directive, of course. You'll find patrols and systems scattered all across the quadrant, where enemy ships or local problems need help. We also have trouble spots in other parts of the galaxy, such as Nimbus 3, Drozana Station, and the Defera system. Check into these kinds of trouble spots as time permits. Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Starbase 114 is located in the Celis system in the Beta Quadrant.
Alright, let's go on the street and pick him up. I'm going to the mama. Mama.
The Romulans were once a passionate, vibrant species, but the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the Cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela. She has sought out new allies from the Delta Quadrant in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, she seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people.
Hello! Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra. From there, I'm going to the Hobus system. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that area. Fascinating place. I've made it my life's work. This life, anyway.
Well,
I am a Trill. Some among my people are lucky enough to be joined with a symbiotic life form. We share our bodies with them, and in return they share lifetimes of knowledge and memories with us. I am Khan's 7th host, and most of us have been scientists. My predecessor, Lenara Khan, was working to create artificial wormholes. I studied the effects of supernova. Goodbye. In 2387, the star in the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion devastated the planets in the system, of course. But then it created a chain reaction that cut a path of destruction more than 500 light years long. More than a dozen systems were affected by the Hobus event. Most notably, the Romulus system. Both Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Billions lost their lives. The thing is, an M-class planet like Romulus should have been protected by its stellar magnetosphere and its planetary magnetic field. They act like shields to protect the planet from radiation, and a supernova blast is highly energetic radiation. If the supernova is large enough, it will overwhelm those defenses, but the Romulans should have had decades to prepare for the wave's arrival. As it was, they only had hours. Goodbye. Ambassador Spock attempted to organize an evacuation, but the Romulan Senate refused. I guess they thought they had more time. That was a horrible time. Ambassador Spock had a plan to stop the wave, but after the destruction, a Romulan named Nero blamed him. Nero had a ship of awesome power. We still don't know everything about the Narada, but we think the Romulans used Borg technology to create it. Nero destroyed dozens of our ships, and even attacked a Klingon fleet led by General Worf. I hear Worf barely survived. Ultimate goodbye. In a word, troubled. Sela rules what remains of the Star Empire, and isn't shy about using the Tal Shiar and the military to bring systems back into the fold. Meanwhile, Ditan and his unificationists have formed the Romulan Republic. The Federation and the Klingons recently recognized them at Khitomer, while Empress Sela and her allies express their disapproval violently. Tensions remain high. The Remans have formed a resistance movement in response to Imperial persecution. There's a lot of bad blood between Remans and Romulans that could end rather poorly. Even more troubling are reports concerning Taris, the former Imperial Praetor. She was ousted from power by Sela, and rumor has it she's seeking powerful allies from both within the Empire and without. Sela made a lot of enemies over the years. This could be their chance to settle old scores. Goodbye. Packed and ready, the USS Tucker is waiting for me at the starbase. They'll be taking me to the Hobus system. Maybe this time we'll find the clues. Goodbye.
Hello. Ammo. Man,
Thank you for your assistance. Is there anything else you want to know? Never! The crew of the Tucker can handle anything the Romulans can throw at us. Besides, you can only learn so much from sensors and probes. To really understand the Hobus system, we need to be there. The Romulans are touchy. Watch what you say or you'll be in for a fight. The Remans don't even bother talking before they fire, so I think they're more dangerous than the Romulans. Sila's found some new allies, too. They're from the Delta Quadrant, but I don't know much about them. Wish me luck! Oh, and I'd check in with Admiral Tenay before you leave. She might have new orders for you. Goodbye. Never! The Wish me goodbye.
You may have heard about the tragedy at Khitomer. Empress Sila attempted to disrupt the conference with a bomb, resulting in the death of Commander Tamer. Now, Sila is offering a political reconciliation with the Federation, despite the fact that we have allied with the Romulan Republic. She has invited Federation diplomats to meet with her delegation at a secure base on the edge of the neutral zone. However, we have recently received intelligence that Sila is amassing a fleet. We are sending you, the peace delegation, as cover for your investigation into Sila's activities. This is a very delicate situation. You must try to covertly obtain information about Sila's plans without disrupting our peace efforts or upsetting Sila. However, we do have an agent in her retinue who will help you.
Oh, really?
I have new missions for you.
Oh, well. Yeah, system. Need to get rid of this cut-down. gonna take forever. Oh my god, I didn't know this.
Greetings and welcome to Agrama. I am pleased that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative in this conference. Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of a new day for the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
We have some shrimp. We have some shrimp.
The rest of the delegates are already in the conference room. My aide, Jevon, will take you there. I have some business to attend to before we begin.
Romulans can be so difficult to deal with, especially these Imperials. They are forever setting traps, twisting words, and jockeying for advantage. Even a conference with the Klingons would be preferable. At least you know where you stand with the Klingons. I'm reminded of a line I read once in an ancient Earth text. Hide a knife behind a smile. Every smile here hides a knife.
We are so pleased that you were able to attend our conference. The Empire was quite dismayed at your decision to support the terrorist insurgents rather than the rightful government of Romulan. So much for your vaunted prime directive. In any case, neither of us benefit from extended conflict. So despite your questionable alliances, we are choosing to open negotiations in hopes of normalizing relations between the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
I thought the Federation's alliance with the Romulan Republic would be the end of any meaningful dialogues with Empress Sela. After all, she considers the Republic to be a terrorist organization. She may have an ulterior motive for inviting us here, but we had to take the chance that Sela's offer to negotiate is sincere, and act in kind. The Federation must pursue every avenue for peace. Welcome to Agrama. Isn't this a lovely facility? You must tour the atrium later. Hard to believe this system was infested by Orion pirates not long ago. You know, some of my colleagues were against this meeting, but I lobbied for it. I said the entire Federation cannot be as blind as the people who were at the farce at Kittim. If you just see the problems the Romulan Republic are causing, I'm sure you can persuade your government to reconsider their rash choice and sever their agreements with these rebels.
I am so pleased to see the Federation recognize and attempt to rectify its past mistakes. I knew that a people as clever as yours would realize eventually that it is folly to antagonize the Romulan Star Empire. I am also confident it will only be a matter of time before you realize that you have made a grievous error by allying yourselves with terrorists, scoundrels, and thieves. The sooner you renounce your poorly considered alliance with the so-called Romulan Republic, the sooner we will be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
It is agreeable to meet with you. You have my people's enduring gratitude for how you handled that matter with Ambassador Sokev. This is another trying time for Vulcan. The Romulan Star Empire blames the Vulcan Science Academy for the Hobus supernova that destroyed their world. They are utterly intransigent in this misguided belief, despite the fact that Ambassador Spock warned them of the danger and ultimately gave his life to stop the loss of even more worlds. Romulans are a most illogical people. Sometimes I find it hard to believe we were once a single species.
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokala. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
Yeah, you can give me some shrimp, and I want some, fish. And chicken.
Franklin Drake says you can be trusted. That is enough for me. There's more going on here than a diplomatic conference. Sela has no interest in courting the Federation. So why is she suddenly doing so now? We're going to find out what she's up to. The lower level of this facility is off limits to everyone but the Empress and her aides. But that access hatch right over there opens up to a maintenance tunnel that leads down. The doorway is guarded. So while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door.
Alright. Well, let me see.
The hatch is just ahead, in the northeast corner of the room. There will be a security room, near the exit of the maintenance tunnel, on the level below us. Access one of the consoles there. Maybe you'll learn more about what she's doing. I need to get the...
Oops. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going down the hole.
Empress, the fleet is on its way to Vulcan.
Excellent. Have the weapons loaded aboard my ship. I will depart as soon as they are on.
Uh-oh.
At last, we will have our revenge for the destruction of Romulus. Hail Hakiv and put him through to my personal terminal. Then leave me. I have matters to attend to.
Yes, Empress.
Begin playback of file 2895 Gamma.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged the campaign of peace. 21 years ago, the star of the Hova system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed.
Computer end file. I cannot suffer more of that arrogant fool. Soon, Vulcan will suffer the same fate as my world.
How much time? Well, I had to go. Maybe next time I'll finish up this mission. Tell me in the comment if you like.
I have Hakiv, Empress.
Patch him through.
Greetings, Empress.
My fleet has launched for Vulcan. I expect you to rendezvous with us there.
Alas, I must disappoint you. The terrorist cells of the Romulan Republic demand my full attention. Chitauri did not go as planned. Now they have powerful allies, and with Taurus missing.
Spare me your excuses, Hakiv. Nothing is more important than avenging the destruction of our homeworld. You disappoint me, Hakiv. I trust you will not do so again.
Well, I'm at how do you go? To me, in the commentary, like and subscribe. I'll finish up this mission next time. So, ta-da!